How we doing, guys? My name is Paul Ranisit, and I am part of a marketing conglomerate called PR Strategies. The reason I'm here today is kind of talk to you about retargeting, how it'll help out your business, some of the formats we use, how it goes about raising sales for your business, and just helping the overall aspect of your business itself. One of the things I'd like to start out with is kind of what retargeting is. So retargeting, in the sense, is whether you go online and look up different kind of things that you may like, whether it's clothing, whether it's pottery, whatever it may be. The cool thing with that is that the business has set up a retargeting aspect through marketing through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever they want to do with that part. Kind of depends on age levels, stuff like that. So just to kind of give you a little insight on it, let's just say that you wanted to reach 1,000 customers through the retargeting of marketing. The cool thing is that one, it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest forms of marketing. The cool thing is if you want to reach 1,000 customers, it literally would cost you anywhere between $1 to $10. If you want to reach 50,000 customers, you're still looking at only about probably 20 to 30 bucks. And I mean, if you think about it in that sense, in trying to reach that many customers just through the simpleness of retargeting, it's in the long run, it definitely makes a big difference. So one of the things I kind of want to show you here is that let's say you're on Shields. All right, so let's say you're on the Shields website, and let's say that you're looking up different kind of things like clothing. Okay, so let's say you go to the taskbar where it has the clothing option. You start typing in clothes, running, just lifestyle clothes, whatever it may be. The cool thing is that once you type in the clothing portion here, and then let's say something comes up, you get a call, something that's unexpected, you kind of lose your train of thought on what you're doing. So what this does is that you close out of the Shields store online. And let's say that you completely forget what you were doing, whether it was, like I said, looking at clothes, shoes, anything that Shields may sell. So what happens is that, let's say a couple weeks later, you decide to go on to Facebook. Okay, so with Facebook, let's just say you're scrolling through, just kind of looking at things, chatting, meeting up with who's doing what these days, what have you. And then all of a sudden, this little taskbar or little gadgets on the side of the widgets, on the side of your Facebook page pop up. Now, some of these things happen just out of the blue, or may seem like that because you may have forgot about what you were looking at, whatever that may be. So the cool thing here is that when this happens, it'll pop up and it'll remind your customers, or it'll remind you what you've looked up in the past. So how this works is that once that reminds you of what you've looked up, all you have to do is simply click on a button that either A, takes you back to the website, or may even just tell you simple things about the business, what they do, what they sell, whatever it may be, without even having to click on it. Now the cool thing is here is that the simplicity of ads on Facebook reach thousands of people. Now with this simple app, or with this simple retargeting strategy, like I said, it's cheap, it's a faster way of reaching people, you can get more people, and for instance, let's just say that you decide to do something like home improvements. Okay, so let's say you go to home.org, which is where a lot of the home improvement businesses go to look at different designs, whatever it may be in that aspect. But let's say that for that business that they want to push out as much home improvement options as they possibly can, just because their sales might be a little in the decline, or because they're stagnant. There's just nothing really happening there. what this does, or what you can do, is get in touch with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be, and relate your home page right back to that social media account. So in this sense, businesses always, their mind goes all over the place. So one thing can be happening, and then they have to shift to something else due to the fact that it's just they can't put too much time and effort into one certain part of marketing. Well, with retargeting, all you do is set up an account with Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and basically they do it themselves. Now, granted, you got to put in the effort for designs and layouts and stuff like that. But the cool thing is that once you have that portion set up, you give it right to Facebook, and you're ready to go. So let's just say that for Sterling Carpet One. So let's say we go to your website, okay? And let's say that we're looking up carpets, drapes, whatever it may be that Sterling Carpet sells. Now, me personally, my mind is constantly all over the place. But the cool thing is that a Sterling Carpet One got set up with something like retargeting for marketing through Facebook and all those other social media accounts. They literally can have it hooked up through that and then bring it to Facebook. And the cool thing is like I said, you just have to make sure to, for branding purposes and stuff like that, to really catch the attention of your consumer. You just have to look into that, see what their likes and dislikes are and everything like that. But the retargeting aspect of it, basically all it does is, let's say we went to Carpet One. And let's say that we were looking at, like I said, the carpet samples, whatever it may be. The retargeting portion takes that to see what you're looking at, what you've recently looked at, and whatnot. And then if you went to Facebook, from the Carpet One aspect of it, from what your internet has gathered, you can actually see that it's a little creepy. It sounds a little creepy, but it's not. It actually will help you in the future, especially with trying to market your business, whether it may be starting up, whether it may be at its mature state or it's peaking. It's starting to slope down there. It'll attract your customers and who you want to target in that aspect of things. So if you were to look at like Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever it may be, the retargeting portion can go through all of that. It's just a simpler way of doing things, a cheaper way of doing things. And in the long run, it's going to be better for you and your customers. Another way it's better for your customers is that you can actually go, when they go onto Facebook or the other social media platforms, they can actually go straight to your account or your homepage, like I mentioned, and are able to get out to you or reach out to you, whatever it may be, and it'll obviously drive up your sales, which is huge. The final thing is that when you're looking at retargeting for your business or just marketing in general, you want to look at the easiest, least costly way, but to still increase sales, to still reach the most amount of customers you possibly can. And like I said, with retargeting through all your platforms, it's the easiest way of doing things. You just have to make sure to be able to catch the attention of your customers through the branding portion of how you want to catch the eyes of the customers, what have you. But in that sense, it's really cool because it'll pinpoint that perfect or that moment of exactly what they were looking at. And they can just go right back to that website or that exact point on the website and be able to see what they were looking at. And in that aspect, it's just a lot easier for your marketing groups or what have you to be able to increase those sales through a simplistic way of marketing through the social media. And me personally, I think that with a place like Carpet One, the age range is a little bit higher because I'm telling you right now, personally, I don't look at carpet. And the reason for that being is because, well, I can't afford a house. But I would think with social media, Facebook is where you'd really need to land your retargeting situation. And with that, I think it would just grab the attention of your customers and the new markets that you may be wanting to try and penetrate. But yeah, at this point, would there be any questions at all about any of the retargeting aspects of it all, prices, stuff like that? Like I said, it's a lower price. It's very reasonably priced for the marketing aspect of it all, trying to reach all those customers and whatnot. But any questions?